Up next, it's a Week 1 AFC East showdown. Two teams that have split the season series each of the previous 4 years. It's the Miami Dolphins against the New England Patriots, and it's headed your way on Madden NFL Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Leading him out in his second season from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, it's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll get 3 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll... Now that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Green here.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd and 6.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
From midfield, here's Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. To throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
But a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Hurts. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man, it's Williams. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Dances by him, fighting his way through contact. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Sheds him off at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Good job.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now it's Allen. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. A handoff for Etienne.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A give. It's Etienne off the option. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Off the option, here's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Allen now looks to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hurts throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Patriots.
Real partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Back to throw. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. Escaping the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Hurts, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels, because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Mac Jones, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. Tua Tagovailoa, a touchdown pass in that first half. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And that's complete. ETN out of the backfield. Oh, he put it on the carpet. A fumble.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
First down and more for Allen as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
ETN once more.
Oh, good move. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to come up a few yards short at first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 5. Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this from both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete. It's Green here. 7 yards the pickup there. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Allen going to keep it again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. On 2nd and 7. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. He's got it to Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jacobs able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Silver. 45 to Mike. That's trash.
Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Jacobs, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 14. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down again. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well. A lot for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
One final try here for Allen. Zach Ertz has it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Jacobs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's get racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Patriots, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.